These 7 father-daughter activities are better than therapy. My life was literally the before picture in a therapy ad. I was just a normal dad, drowning in work calls, mowing a lawn that grew faster than my paycheck, and dealing with a 13-year-old daughter whose only answer to everything was fine. Our connection was draining away, and I barely even noticed it. I hit rock bottom one night when I was literally Googling how to talk to your own kid while she was blasting music loud enough to shake the house. We were living in 2 different worlds. Sure, therapy was an option, but the wait list was 3 months long and it cost a fortune. So we did something crazy instead. We tried something cheaper, faster, and trust me, way more fun. I designed 7 insane father-daughter challenges, and for 4 straight weeks, we treated them like a science experiment. We tracked our moods, our conversations, and even the number of eye rolls. The results were absolutely nuts. We weren't just talking, we were literally snorting from laughing so hard. If your connection with your daughter feels like a phone on 1% battery, watch this video. These 7 challenges could be the reboot you need, and they cost almost nothing. I started this whole thing with a quick survey on Reddit, and the answers were shocking. I asked, "Dads, how often do you feel truly close to your daughter?" 43% admitted they felt rarely close. Another 31% said only on birthdays. That is insane. That means 74% of dads, 3 out of 4, are running on fumes in their most important relationship. And at the same time, the CDC says girls who feel close to their dad have way lower rates of teenage depression. This isn't just feelings, it's critical for their mental health. Professional therapy is super valuable, and I would never say don't do it. But the average cost in the US is over $150 an hour, sometimes way more. That's just not possible for so many families. We needed a shortcut that was cheap and fast, so I built our own 7-challenge protocol. I designed these challenges to build emotional security, trust, communication, and create insane memories, which is everything a daughter needs. Challenge #1, the silent hike. We hit a local trail at 7 a.m. with one huge rule: 0 talking until we hiked 3 miles to the summit. I know it sounds crazy to connect without talking, but listen, silence gets rid of all the awkward small talk. You're forced to actually see each other. Her pace, her breathing, the way you both stopped to look at a lizard. Halfway up, she slipped, and I caught her. In that 1 second, with no words, she gave me this nod, and it felt like weeks of emotional ice just melted. It was crazy. The second we got to the top, we broke the silence. Our first words? Pretty view, yeah. But on the way down, the floodgates opened. She started talking about everything. Drama at school, fights with friends, all of it. And she kept talking for days. Cost, $0. The feeling of connection, unbelievable. Saturday morning was challenge #2, and this one was even crazier: blindfolded pancakes. We both put on blindfolds and tried to make pancakes. The kitchen was destroyed. I'm talking batter on the ceiling, misshapen blobs everywhere. But we were laughing so hard. It was the kind of laughter that only comes from doing something ridiculous together. Neurologically, doing small, playful, risky things like this can actually sync your heart rates and make your bond stronger. We ate every single one of those disgusting blobs, which she named Frankencakes, and we didn't even clean up the mess right away. Now we make Frankencakes the first rainy Saturday of every month. It's our thing. We literally created a core memory out of pancake batter. For challenge #3, I gave us each a $5 budget and set a timer for 30 minutes to build the greatest craft in history from the Dollar Tree. Go! She got super focused and hot-glued popsicle sticks into this insane crooked birdhouse. I made a wind chime out of spoons that sounded terrible. Then, we presented our disasters to my wife like they were million-dollar items up for auction. The competitive part made it so much more fun. When my wife, trying not to laugh, picked my creation as most likely to fall apart, we both died laughing. And get this, a 2022 study from Drexel University proved that making art literally lowers your body's stress hormone. This challenge is cheaper than therapy, and you get a wobbly trophy to remember it. Okay, pause. If you're going to try even one of these challenges, you have to subscribe right now. It's a tiny click, but it tells YouTube that people want to see content like this. I'm not selling you anything. I just want to see more dads in the comment section swapping their own challenge ideas instead of arguing about politics. We're building a massive community here. Hit subscribe. Let's go. Challenge #4, the 20-question walk. We walked once around our block with a simple rule. Trade life stories using only 20 questions each. This isn't just talking, it's a speed run to get to know your kid.
What's the dumbest thing you ever did at my age?
So I told her about the time I borrowed a golf cart. You have to be vulnerable. But then I asked her, what scares you that adults never notice?
The sound of the dryer stopping. Because then the house is quiet, and I remember homework.
My heart just stopped. It was such a small, specific fear, but it showed me this whole layer of anxiety I had no idea she was feeling. This game is powerful. We only walked 0.4 miles, but emotionally it felt like a marathon. Challenge #5 is a cheat code to understand your teenager. The playlist swap. We sat on the garage floor, and we each exchanged one song that defined our entire week. She gave me Olivia Rodrigo. I gave her The Killers. The most important rule, we had to listen to the entire song, no interruptions, and then explain why we picked it. You are literally downloading their emotional state into your brain. It's an empathy hack. We ended up creating a shared playlist called Car Confessions, and every new song we add is like a secret diary entry for our relationship. It's the easiest challenge on this list, and the payoff is huge. Then came Challenge #6, the compliment bomb. We picked a target, my wife, and for one whole week, we became secret agents of kindness. We secretly filled her gas tank, prepped her audiobook for her commute, and left anonymous sticky note compliments signed with a smiley face. By Wednesday, she was completely bewildered. By Friday, she was literally crying happy tears. Serving someone else together immediately makes you a team. And plus, studies show that practicing gratitude makes people 25% happier. We ended up filling an entire notebook planning our secret missions. This one is crazy. And for our final and most powerful challenge, the backyard camp-in. We zipped our sleeping bags together on the lawn, and we left our phones inside. This is the most important rule. We just stared at the stars until the silence became comfortable, and the conversation started flowing. And in the dark, she whispered something that completely broke me. I always thought you loved work more than me. It was devastating. I told her the truth, that I was working so hard for her that I completely lost sight of what actually mattered. We both cried. But then, we started making up new constellations based on our inside jokes, literally creating a new universe just for us. The temperature dropped to 48 degrees that night, but that was the warmest I'd felt in years. So, you want to see the crazy data we collected? Before we started, we rated our daily stress at an 8.3 out of 10, and we were having 4.2 arguments a week. It was bad. After just 4 weeks of these 7 challenges, our stress plummeted to a 3.1. That's a 63% decrease. And arguments? They dropped to just 0.7 per week. That is an 83% drop in fights. It's unbelievable. Therapy often shoots for a 30% improvement over months. We destroyed that benchmark in 28 days for the cost of some pancake mix and glue. I want to be 100% clear. Therapy is amazing and super important, and these challenges are not a replacement for serious issues. But if your relationship with your daughter feels like a tangled mess of earbuds, these 7 activities are the ultimate hack to fix it, and they work fast. Do not overthink this. Pick one challenge from this video and do it this week. Then comment below which one you picked and how it went. I read every single comment and I am rooting for you, Dad. Remember, daughters don't need us to be perfect dads. They need present dads. Dads who are brave enough to be silly, to be vulnerable, and to flip Frankencakes blindfolded. Now go grab your kid, pick a challenge, and go make some insane memories.